Hi guys, Billy back, and this time we are looking at the Demonflame Studio Cross Coser Toys 1/12 scale Abyss Knight figure. Now this is based on Death from the Darksiders video game series. Those are video games that I really enjoyed playing. I especially liked Darksiders 2. I thought Death was a really cool character. I wish we could have gotten the war character as well. That would have been really good. But as it is, this is the only one they've released. It's unofficial. It's called Abyss Knight technically because they probably don't have the license for the official character. But either way, I saw the promo pics of it. Really interested in having a look at it. So let's get this open and have a look at exactly what we get. Okay, so having a look at the packaging, you can see we've got some sketch artwork from the video game. You can see Death on his horse just there riding towards a big Goliath. You've got the Abyss Knight logo there with the Darksiders motif there. Bit shiny, nice to the touch, very good. And then you've got the companies down there, age 15 years and up. And you've got the product code up the top here, which I think is AD005. The text is a bit weird. Then up the top, we've got Abyss Knight again. Then on the bottom is the same. Then on the right, the sketch just stretches over onto the side flap. And then the same on the other side. And then on the back, we get a silhouette of Death himself on his horse. We've got all our warnings here. Let's have a look. Let's see what sort of misspelling we've got. None I can see. You can pause it if you want and have a look, but I'm pretty sure that there is none. And then it's an adult collectible, not a toy, and it is a choking hazard. And that's it. Okay, let's get it open. Let's pop this open. Oops, I just sliced it a little bit. Oh dear. You're not supposed to slice the box open. Well, this is starting to look a bit interesting, isn't it? I'll have to pop this open and have a real good gander. Oh, blimey, there's two trays here, look. Slide it out. We've got the front half, which has got the figure itself, and then we've got some weapons in the next one, which looks cool as hell. Damn. All right, well, let's just pop this open and get everything out, because there's quite a lot here. Oh, that chemical paint smell. I tell you what, that's more addictive than the collecting itself. Whew, I'm going to get a bit dizzy smelling that. Oh yeah, I miss that smell. Okay, now we've got everything out of the box. Let's have a look at the accessories, because this guy comes with a lot. I know you want to look at the figure, because it looks pretty damn good, doesn't it? But we're actually going to look through the accessories first, and then we're going to save all that goodness till later. But let's have a look. First of all, he comes with two dual scythes. They're both the same, but you can see the details in here. You've got the rune markings across the blade there. We've got like a precious transparent gemstone there. This thing opens and closes because it's got like a face skull on the end here, and it like that. That's pretty cool. And then it comes down into the stem, and you can see the wrap down the bottom. Now this isn't real fabric, it's actually sculpted in, and it's got this sort of like nice gunmetal shine with a nice silver edge to make it look really sharp. Lots of chips and dings into the blade itself. I really like that. You get two of those, and they also come with two pommel ends. These are actually separate, but you take this and we just slot it on there. I think just pop it on like that, and boom. So if you wanted to, you could take this off, which might make it easier to slide these into his hands, and then once they're on their hands, you can just pop that on afterwards and it's complete. Then we get this massive scythe. Look at the size of this thing. It's phenomenal. Look, looks like they've actually taken a lot of study on the video game itself, maybe the 3D renders, and had a really good gawk at them. You can see all these faces of souls inside the scythe itself. You can see teeth down the bottom here. Look at that. Ooh, teeth. And yeah, nice big silver blades, loads of cracks in the metal itself. It's rigid, it's tough, it's reasonably heavy actually, and it looks nice and sharp. Then we come down into the hand. You can see it's like a bone handle. It's got bones sculpted into it with a nice wash in between to bring out those details. And yeah, I really sort of like nice black and purple wash on the wraps. Also comes with an extra pommel just on the bottom. I think it's called a pommel anyway. It's kind of what you want to call it. And then you slot this on here somehow. Got to get it just right, I think. And then it pops into place and boom. You've got yourself the Mahusive one, which is like his heavy attack, I think, as I recall. It's been a while since I played the game, but I never forgot just how cool this guy looked. He also comes with this neck piece, which is like a scarf. It's all sculpted. It's got some nice weathering down the bottom here. It sort of dulls off and sort of fades away like he's worn it for a very long time. He also comes with 2 gripping hands, which he's wearing now, but he also comes with 2 claw hands, and these look fantastic. Just have a look at the details in these, all these bones, and it looks really good and expressive. Yeah, I really like that. These are going to be good for posing. He also comes with this. Now this mask has a very interesting feature in that it has purrs, as in the eye rolling system, which is a bit strange. And this comes with a little tool just here. It's like a cross key tool here, and you slot this into the back here. I'm trying to do it and try and show you, but you can then move the eyes up and down so you can look left and right. And I'm trying to show it, but it's hard to do this. Maybe if I zoom in, you can see it just about turns up and down, which is quite fascinating really. I really like that. And he also comes with some extra wrist pegs, which is always nice to have. Okay, and that's it for the accessories. Let's have a look at the figure himself. And he comes with sculpted pieces and some fabric pieces, but my God, look at this thing. Details in the face there. I really like this hairpiece. Just sort of drapes down. It does get in the way a little bit of turning, but not too much. As you can see, you can sort of still move his head around up and down a little bit, and it's a reasonably malleable plastic. And then coming down into the chest area, look at the grading and sort of fading around the muscles. It looks really well painted. It feels, because it's got a matte finish, it feels like a statue almost, you know, that kind of sort of design. And then you can see he does have ball joints in the arms here, and these go up quite a bit, I think, like that. And then he's got jointed arms that do about 90 degrees, and there is lots of swivel. Look at that, it's very good. No movement in the forearm as much, but then the hands are on wrist pegs and they can go up and down, and they can spin all the way round. Sculpted and painted torso. Look at that. Such nice details just down in the ribs area and stuff. Very cool. You can sort of twist quite a bit, and you can crunch forward quite a lot, and you can crunch back quite a lot, but I don't want to stress it too much because, you know, I don't want to snap it. But look at the details in that shoulder just coming in. I really like that. That's so cool. I'm just sort of I'm looking at this at the same time you guys are, with fresh eyes. I'm really liking what I'm seeing. It looks fantastic, and all these details in the forearms. Look at that. Yeah, I'm really liking this. Sometimes you pay for these things and the prototype is nice, and then you get the final result and they're not so good. But yeah, no, this is really sort of living up to the prototype. And there's loads of details sculpted into this sort of hip armor here. I don't know what you'd call it, but you know, wow, look at that. Skulls and sort of fabric brushed across, and he's got like these purple bits of clothing that's been weathered and worn here. And he's got these real pleather straps just on the thigh, real fabric, yep, on the trousers, and these big chunky boots. Look at the size of them. They're massive and really great details. Look at that wash that comes in. The wash is what really makes this pop, because it gets in all those tiny little crevices and pops them out and makes you look at all the sculpted detail in there. You've got this sort of like nice sort of faded fabric paint style along here. And he does come with these boots, and they do move a little bit. There's not a lot. These things restrict it a little bit, but it can still rock left and right a fair amount, so you can get him into a slightly wider stance, you know. And then if you just look at these wrist pegs, they're really nice and thick. So they're very strong. They'll last a while. And the holes in the hands are nice and big. So once you pop these on, it's just a very simple, sorry, just it's awkward doing this on camera, but pop. And they pop in, and then when you're trying to take them out, they pop off very quickly and easily. There's even buckles on those little pleather straps, and and in the back here, let's get into the spinal area. Look at that. Oh, it's rigid as well. It's quite sharp. It's quite cool. I'm really impressed by this. For the price you're paying for it, this is a very nice 1/12 scale style figure. I say it's 1/12. He's still pretty big for 1/12. It's quite a big old boy, really. But yeah, looking at the legs come up quite far. Look at that. Can kick really well. There is thigh swivel. There is a double bend in the knee, so he can come right up and like, right, you know, just look like he's really going for some action poses. And I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm just messing about with it to see what I can do. And he, oh god damn, he can Van Damme. That's great. And the legs can kick back really far as well. Yeah, this is going to work in my collection. Absolutely. Look at this. Look at the size of this guy. He's like heavy metal personified, isn't he? He's just like, yeah. Okay, so overall, what do I think of the figure? Well, the sculpting on this is exemplary. I really, really like what they've done. There's some really nice details in there. Sure, the shoulder joints are a bit garish. You know, they can stick out a little bit and make him look a little bit toyetic, but it's not a big deal, especially when you can get him into such good poses. All you're going to see is the expression of the body and the paintwork and stuff. You're not really going to take notice of that too much. I really, really like what they've done with all the sculpting in the armor. The blades are just amazing. No size, man. They've even got like moving jaws at the back of the sides, which is cool as heck. I do like the movement in the eyes face mask, but it is a little bit fiddly. I really like the expressive hands. Just overall, the articulation, the paint apps, the posing abilities on this guy, and just all-round details. This is a great figure. It really, really is. If you haven't got one in your collection, I thoroughly recommend you get one, because it is probably the best Darksiders figure we've ever gotten. I don't know if there were many before this. I don't know if there'll be many after this. But this is definitely the best Darksiders death figure we have ever gotten. And that's it for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. Do me a favor now, if you can get out of my cave. I'm glad to be back. I'm absolutely over the moon that things have finally started to convert from pre-order and get delivered. I'm looking forward to my Blitzway Hunters Devil Molly figure. Just sent me the invoice. I've paid it. And they say it's shipped, but obviously it's going to take about 2 weeks to get here. And when it does, I'm going to be over the moon, because that figure looks fantastic. I will give you my honest, heartfelt opinions on it. You know I will. So stay tuned for that. But anyway, if you could just get out of my cave. Yeah, I'm going to be posing this thing for a while now. It's my new shiny. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.